All right, guys. Sorry for the delay today. I've been running all over the place, but obviously, I want besides just show respect tonight. I'm gonna have Richard Warren's mom come on the show, as for also a couple of his friends. Um I would like guys to donate what you can, and try to help out. Just to give you idea of a couple of things. You have Tekken Tag 2 unopened, obviously. Be giving that away. Some Resident Evil. I got games that I'm going to give away. Resident Evil, some Steam games. I have a year gold membership for Xbox Live. I have some avatars and more stuff, more swag from the from the NRS for Xbox. Obviously, Injustice related stuff. Again, I'm gonna put that link. The link's in there right now for you guys. Donate what you can. This is really a hard time right now for Richard's mother. Even if you were not a Tekken player or a Soul Calibur player, he's a fellow member of our community as a whole. One of the things that me myself, as far as memories of Richard, is the day I first met him. And he gave me that, you cray cray with the that On Blast show. I love it. It makes me laugh my ass off. And you could tell within 5 minutes of talking to somebody like him that he's a humble guy, a straight shooter. He's just one of those guys that, you could never say anything bad about him because he's never in a situation where he is bad. He's just a straight up good kid. Did good in school, loved the communities that he was part of, loved his games. Great Nina player, top dog as far as I'm concerned. I've made him an honorary, not even honorary, he's straight up OBS. I also gonna try to get Shin Blanka in here a little bit later to discuss. I want these guys to memorialize more than mourn the loss of a friend. Let's talk about the positive stories that this guy is actually he's done. He's one of those guys that would give you the shirt off his back without a doubt. Obviously, he was a great player overall. I mean, he did the MLG runs. He's, like I said, a great Soul Calibur player as well. Beyond, and it's not. He's a great gamer. He's a great gamer is basically what it comes down to. I feel my heart goes out to Val, who is Richard's mother. Nobody wants to have to bury their son. But I hope that this community as a whole can basically band together to donate to the link, and I'll throw it up. I'll throw the link up all night. There's a mark that they have to set. His funeral is going to be next weekend, next Saturday. And we're looking at trying to raise $6,000, guys. So, I want everybody to really think about, not that he is a gamer and your $5 ain't gonna help, your 10, your $20 ain't gonna help. Everything helps at this point. Yes, Tsunami, 6K. And it's got to be done by Thursday. Now, Shin Blanka's got some swag that he's going to be offering as well. I'm also going to be donating a trophy to Final Round, and this will be forever. And what will basically be, what it basically will be is, I'm getting messages left and right here. Okay, hold on. Let me add Natus back in here. He wasn't going to join us tonight, but he's popping on. So basically, like I said, guys, there's an amount that's got to be met, and we got to do our best as a community. And again, like I said, not because of any other reason, but he was a friend to a lot of us. It's if you had met him, then you know what I mean by saying that he's just a straight up nice guy. There's no arguments. There's no on blasts. He was just, if he disagreed with you, he would tell you, I disagree. But he wouldn't go, you're stupid or this and that. And he didn't lay in the gutter. He wasn't a little potty mouth like myself. He pretty much, is just a guy who really loved gaming. And whether it be him on Diablo 3 or, playing some Street Fighter, playing some MK, obviously he's diehard for Tekken and Soul Calibur. You could tell just by the way this gentleman handled himself at an event that he was just a nice guy. That's why I think it would be really nice for us as a community to memorialize him. And like I was saying, what I will be doing from now on at Final Round, I will be having the Richard Warren trophy that I'm going to have Larry, Shin, Blanka, and the rest of tournament organizers pick out for the person in the community throughout the year that basically has that same attitude, that same drive, that persona that Richard would actually emit nonstop. And he, like I said, I can't say it enough that he truly was, one of the, if not the nicest guy that I have come across in this community. So again, like I said, I'm going to pop the link in there.
Hey, James,
Yeah.
why don't you put the link streaming across the bottom of the stream for the rest of the night?
Yeah.
You can have it scrolling on there.
Yeah, but then I got to adjust the whole thing.
No, you just put it on top of everything you have there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, just overlay it right on top of it.
Let's add title. Where are you? Where the fuck is the title? I just did it. Add. Oh, I can't add a title mid-fucking move? Really? That sucks. Oh, wait. Yes, I can. Let's see. No, it's just locked up. It's just locked up trying to do that. Gotta love XSplit.
Oh, God.
So, volume's down again. That's why. All right. So, one of the other things is, guys, if you want, you can call into the phone. Obviously, the number's ** OBS show, and I can actually take the calls without actually holding it up to the phone. But right now, I really don't want to take calls. What I'm going to do quick is I am going to reach out. I'm going to reach out right now to Shin Blanka and get him in here. Okay. Larry.
Yeah, what's good?
Not much, man. How you
What's
doing?
up, Shin?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How y'all doing?
I mean, like I said, this came as a big surprise to me, and I'm sure a lot of guys, especially a lot of guys down in the ATL area that know him a lot better than I do. I like I said, I really can't sum it up any more than he was just a straight up nice guy.
Yes, I mean Richard He's definitely one of the nicest dude, one of the most humble, a guy that's willing to give his last penny just to help you. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt that it was right to try to do something for him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I look at all these guys. I know they're all adults now, but I watched all these guys grow up around me, So I look at them as like my little brothers or my, kids. So, I mean, yeah, we're a tight-knit crew down here. So, when something like this happens, it hits our entire community really hard. But we stick together, you know what I'm saying? That's why we're trying to raise money for his mother, so we can have a proper burial for Richard. He deserves that. He definitely deserves that.
Yes, he definitely. I mean, like I said, the few times that we met at Big E's events, he, to me, like I said, I've come across so many people in my 43 years, and I got that, I guess, spider sense, if you want to call it that, where I can look at a person and know if they're a BS guy or a straight up guy. Within less than a second, I realized, this is a guy that, did the right thing. Went to school, did good in school, played his games, but focused on, his career, his education, a very respectful person when he speaks to you. And he just, like I said, he to me epitomizes what the community, players in the community should really aspire to be like. And that's why, like I said, I'm going to be, for every final round from now on, I'm going to be getting an award for you guys to give out to the people that you guys feel promote basically his ideals, his beliefs, as far as being an upstanding guy. And as long as it's a final round, there'll be that, that trophy will be there. And as well, I spoke to his mom a bit. His mother's, again, a classy woman. Guys, she's going to be popping in on the show in a little bit. And, I don't want, our usual gutter mouth talk that might go on in the stream. I want you guys to show nothing but respect for her. And she, she just wants to basically, talk to the people that, were her son's friends. She sees what this scene, and she sees how with the stream that you guys did the other day, over the weekend, that, she said, wow, I never knew that the scene was like this, that, we all may come from different backgrounds, different games, different attitudes and what we want for the FGC and who's this and who's that. But in the end, we're all gamers. And that don't matter whether you're a player or a tournament organizer, because you guys play games just like we do. It ain't all about tournaments. It's a great loss to the community. To lose somebody like this, and like you said, I know you spoke to me, earlier in the week, and you said, it's like losing a son. I don't know him that much, where I can say that, but I will tell you, when I read this, it made me stop and say, like, I've lost people in my life, in the past, but this hit me. This hit me knowing the type of character this person is. To have something, something happen to him, it tore me up, and it's still kind of, it still hits me kind of hard. But again, like I said, I don't want this episode to be about mourning him. I want people to talk about the good, the good that he's done. I've spoken to Clint the Beast. I'm going to have him either call in. I got Poke Chop and a couple other people that are going to be calling, guys that knew him very close.
Okay.
Pig the Hut's going to be popping in. But what I need, like I said, from the guys in the stream, what I really need is I need you to dig in your wallet. I need you to dig into your wallet and, give whatever you can. Whatever you can. Try to make this as easy as it's such a hard time for somebody to deal with. Make it easier for his mother just a little bit. She deserves that. She's given somebody. She basically gave her son to us as a friend, and we should return that favor and help her as any way I can.
Exactly.
And if you're in the ATL area, you're feeding back, Deep Throat.
Not me.
No, it was Deep Throat. I Deep Throat. But, like I said, again, I want this to be a celebration, of a guy who's touched us all, at least in some way, shape, or form. And I've been putting up the link, guys. Do what you can. I'm not asking you guys that have been coming to this show now for a year and change. I'm not asking you to do this for no other reason than, his mother deserves this. And, people like Larry, is what I call a leader of this community. And, he's given to us as well. So, one of the other things I would like to see is when Final Round comes out, in homage to Richard, if you go to his event, I don't care if you never played Tekken or you never played Soul Calibur. If it's there, you play it in honor of him. I mean, I'm coming down there. I have to admit I'm a Paul user, but I will be learning Nina. And I will be doing Nina, and also I'm going to be doing Killick or Click or whatever. I can't even pronounce his name.
Click.
In Tekken as well. So, I mean, guys, show the respect to somebody that deserves the respect.
Well, hold on, James. I'm sorry to cut you off or anything like that. There's one thing that I don't want, and I don't want this to be like, okay, Larry's doing this, you guys come out to support Final Round, blah, blah, blah. No, I feel really uncomfortable with that notion. And I mean, like, seriously, like, I'm not doing this for no publicity or anything like that. And I don't even want Final Round tied to this. No, this is Larry Scott Dixon Jr. doing something for a friend that passed away. That's it. That's what it is. I'm trying to help his mother the best way I know how. You know what I'm saying? That's why I just put together, you know what I'm saying, a fundraiser within the day. And that's why I came on the show. I want to show support for his family, because he was a good friend, and I just feel like it's right. I'm not thinking about Final Round.
No,
like that,
I wasn't insinuating that, and I hope nobody thinks that. Yeah, it's not. This isn't about Final Round. When I say what I say, it's about honoring Richard, and Richard is an ATL player, and the event is an ATL event. Obviously it's a major, but my whole thing is to honor Richard. What I'm telling people is, if you ain't played the games before, enter them to honor him. Now, if you want to go use somebody else, use whoever you want. I personally want to try, and I've watched his videos. I've been watching Richard's videos, and I want to learn his play style. So, yeah, I'm not trying to say, that you got anything whatsoever. I just feel that being that you're from the same area, that's the tournament that people should really honor this player.
Okay, I mean, I feel you on that. I mean, I just...
Yeah, no, I get where you're coming from, but no, not at all. It's not, this isn't a moment of anybody capitalizing on anything. This is a friend. While he's not, like I said, while me and him weren't, hanging out every weekend, obviously with a couple of 100 miles in distance between each other, when we did go to the same events, we spoke, and he spoke highly of basically all ATL players.
Yeah.
He talked about education, all the things that I've been saying on this show. He's exemplified all those characteristics. He was what you call a good student. Go figure. Good people actually do go to school and study, and he did good in school. He still managed to, play his games, but school was his number one focus.
Yeah.
But I am going to try and reach back out. Cyrus, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I am going to try to reach back out to his mom. If you can just give me 1 second before you split out, Shin. Let me just reach out to her quick.
Hey, what's up, Larry?
What's going on?
What's up,
man?
Larry?
Chilling. About as good as I can be.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
Mm-hmm.
It just hit me hard too when I got that call from Ice.
Yeah, is Trey gonna come on the show?
He told me to try to get him on some type of three-way. I don't know how that's going to work. I guess I would just tell him to somehow call into the show.
Is he? So he's not on Skype?
No, he's at work.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I mean,
I can. If Trey wants on, he can from his cell phone. He has to call Star OBS show, and he'll be able to call in, and I can patch him in through my phone. So he's just got to dial Star OBS show, and he'll get in.
All right, let me text him on Facebook.
I just want to
hit him up.
real quick about Richard Wing Zero. I haven't seen him too many times except the one time at Seasons Beatings. I think it was Seasons Beatings 2 where they had Soul Calibur 4. And I remember because they also had that three-way Marvel match that was between Sanford, Justin, and Yipes. But anyway, I met Richard there. I mean, he was an inspiring guy simply because of how much of a positive attitude he had. He was doing really, really well. He really wanted to do well in the Soul Calibur 4 tournament for his family. And the tournament went into like the late hours in the morning because of things that were not in my power. And a lot of players were super frustrated and just tired and just ready to be done with it. But not Richard. I mean, he was even more energetic than ever. He was in I think top 3 place. I think he got second, or he might have won it actually. But it was just a true testimony of what it really means that no matter what the situation is. I mean, that tournament had issues. I mean, we had problems in the bracket. We had the three-way Marvel match, and just tons of players were ready to hang it up, and they were not happy. But he really just kept a positive attitude, and it really helped for me, the person running the bracket at the time, because he really encouraged me to keep it going and not to give up on it, So that's the one thing other than him being one of the best Neo players in the world. It's just that right there is just where you really, kind of sit back and just say, this guy is actually a real legit, humble, relaxive person,
Yes, I mean, like I said, I can't stress how humble of a player he was. He knew he had the skill. He brought it to the table, but he didn't have to taunt it and tell everybody, look who I am, take pictures of me. He just did what he had to do and did it with a smile, win or lose. We all get salty, but he got salty in a way where he would just get up and say, good game. You know what? There's always going to be another game. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm also joined right now by Val, who's his mother. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you. How you doing, Jovan? We're
doing okay. I mean, we're doing, as good. Again, like I said, my condolences. I want you to, see, that the people that he hung around really care. This community, and we spoke on the phone briefly, and I said it to you. the community sometimes gets a bad rap, and I'll have to admit I'm sometimes part of the focal point of the bad rap. But in my eyes, your son was, the epitome of what this community should aspire to be like.
Well, thanks, James. I'm really at a loss for words. Like I said earlier, I never knew the scope of Richard's gaming. I knew that he was good at home, but I never knew that he was, so well known. And it's a surprise, but not a surprise that he's so well liked. And I do thank everyone for their condolences and for any and all assistance that has been given thus far. I'm not a woman of many words. So, I just want to say thank you.
I mean, just to give people out there that are here right now that, might have seen him, because we've all at least seen him in passing. He was the type of guy that you didn't miss him too easy.
Totally.
Can you give us a bit of a background to, for the people that don't know, including myself, how Richard was, growing up? Was he a good kid? Did he get in trouble? I was a troublemaker, I got to admit it. But he just seemed like he was not the troublemaker type.
Well, Richard was actually a very good son. And, the only thing that was on his mind when he was younger was, Ma, I beat the dragon. He started out with Mario Brothers. And, it's always been a challenge to him. And he just, moved up and up and up. He's always been an avid reader and always loved to learn. So I never had problems out of Richard as far as drinking, smoking, as he became an adult, he did his own thing, but he was always a good kid, a good young man. And I can't be more happy to have had him for 27 years. Richard was just, for me, the perfect child. That's for me. So.
For me, for meeting him, myself having a couple of decades on him, I looked at him and said he's the perfect man. He was what you would say, what anybody would say. Well, what was your ideals for the perfect man? He carried that. Intelligent, humble, funny, and a straight shooter. If he believed it, he told you what he believed. To me, that's what what would make the perfect man, and he fits that mold perfectly.
Thank you. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Richard, we never had too many differences of opinion, but when he did have an opinion different from mine, he would just say, well, Mom, I feel like this here, and all I could do was accept it because, he just kept it straight with me. He kept it 100. So he was a straight shooter, and he did him. All he wanted was his clothes washed and some food on the table when he came home from school.
That's not very demanding.
He wasn't very demanding. He didn't ask for much. Anything that he could do for me as his mom, he did. And, we had a very good relationship. And he also was a very good role model for his younger brother, Gabriel, who, admired his brother to the utmost.
Yeah, he was a role model. Like I said, I'm older. And to be honest, he's the type of person that, I would aspire to be like. He just was a very loved person and admitted that love to others as well. It's people like him that kept people in the fighting game community where, you might get disgruntled and say, I'm not as good. He was that guy that would turn around to you and say, no, let me show you a couple of things.
Right.
He pushed people to better themselves.
Right.
And I really agree with that one.
And he's definitely going to be missed by this community. Guys, like I said, the link is out there. Donate what you can. I'm going to have people reach back to me and talk, and mention donations. Just give, if they give me names and send me a link to what they donate. Certain people are going to get, like I said, a little bit of swag. I believe, if I'm correct, Shin, you said you had a couple of things too, or?
Yes, I do. At the fundraiser this past Saturday, we had everyone that attended sign a Soul Calibur V stick. Of course, it had to be that. So we had them sign that, and whoever gives the highest donation, we will send that off to you. And we'll be finding out. I guess I'll just check on Thursday and see who has the highest. Also, thank you to Peter Rosa, Combo Fiend, everyone at Capcom. They are going to send some items also for people that donated, who gave a substantial donation. And I'll be contacting those people. Just make sure that you put your address and stuff on there. So I'll be able to mail that stuff out to you. But every little bit helps. It doesn't matter if you do, I don't know, $50, or if you want to do $8.95. If you want to troll, just do $8.95. That troll is welcome. Okay. So just whatever you can would be appreciated. And for those that's within the area that can't attend the proceedings, that'll be on Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is that the Holy Temple of Deliverance Church, correct, Val?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And that'll be on at 1206 Metropolitan Avenue, Atlanta, Georgia, 30316. And that's the address for the memorial service that we'll have on Saturday to have that part. Yes.
Just to make mention, it's Metropolitan Avenue, but it's Metropolitan off of Moreland.
Yeah, it's right off of Moreland Avenue. Like in my post, I said it's right behind the Checkers and Bank of America. If you pass like the McDonald's, you went too far, basically. But for those that missed out on attending the fundraiser, I urge you to be at the memorial service. If you are in the Atlanta area or surrounding states and you want to pay your respects, then all are welcome to come. Okay.
I would make the trip. I actually got to get surgery on Friday. So.
Oh, that's all right, James.
Yeah, but I would, you know what? For your son, I would make that trip 100 times. Like I said, he's been and will continue to be an inspiration to all the gamers that have been in this community. 99% of us out there, guys, including myself, he is what we should all aspire to be like. And he's sorely going to be missed by a community, and it's just one of those things that you got to look at. You got to say, if anything, if I walk away with anything from this, at least I found, my role model that I would aspire to be like. And as you just said that, Larry, NRS just reached out to me, and they sent me some codes for copies of Injustice to give away.
Cool.
So, Rigo, thanks to Rigo over at NetherRealm Studios. Also, 995 Phil from Fight for a Cause. We usually do donations drives for various charities. Is the guy who's donated basically a plethora of stuff, including he thought it would be a real good idea since I worked on the game. It's a copy of Mortal Kombat 1, which I will autograph and send out to a person that makes a substantial donation as well. And to let you know, I don't do signatures too often, so it's a hot item.
All right.
Thank you, James.
You know,
Thank you so much. Thank you to the entire gaming community for all of your love and support for my son. And I'm speechless. And I thank you all again.
well, like I said, we thank you. You brought somebody into this world that's touched us all, or at least a large majority of us. And, we owe you a debt of gratitude for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now I don't know if you want to stay on or if you want to cut out. I mean, you're more than welcome to stay here. Like I said, I'm one of those guys like the Energizer Bunny. I keep going. I go till 4 a.m. So we're gonna keep this going, as long as I could, and until we get as close to that mark that we need to get to, guys. And like I said, guys, out in the stream, I want you to know this has to be completed by Thursday, the latest. So,
yes.
If you have to post date that or somehow, and you want to send, just make sure it's post dated by Thursday, and it's a wrap. So, guys, do your best, give whatever you can, and like Larry said, $50, $100, $10, whatever it is. Right now at this point, anything helps. And let's help a fellow member's family in the community that has showcased to us, what it means to be an actual champion. A champion is not somebody that has to go win 300 tournaments. A champion is somebody that supports this scene. He goes to his events, he has a good time, and he's a friend to all. So for that, like I said, Larry, I will be sending that trophy down to you. I'm having it actually built right now, and
okay.
It's between the group. I don't want to call you guys the Illuminati, but between your between your clique of guys, you should be able to figure out who exemplifies and displays every attribute and characteristic that Richard displayed throughout his life.
All right. I mean, I don't know what you speak of. That's for another show. But I mean, we really ain't here to talk about that.
No.
So
no.
Yeah, I feel you, but I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? That's a very good sentiment. I appreciate that, bro. And we'll figure out who we're gonna give that to, but definitely that's a nice idea. I hope other people have the ability to get on with the show because they have some things that they want to reach out and tell people also. I hope you can get in contact with Anakin. If you hear me, Anakin, please get on the show. I mean, a lot of people don't know he was out working out with Anakin. Gio just moved to Atlanta, Ling player. And those guys have been working out feverishly, and Richard lost like almost 100 pounds or over 100 pounds, So the picture that we got up, is right now doesn't even reflect how Richard was. He was, doing a lot of things. He was almost out of school. He was having a lot of changes, in his life. Just trying to better himself. And this was all just sudden, and it was real sudden, and we just be like, wow, like how can this? So my main thing before I leave is just don't take things for granted. You know what I'm saying? This life ain't promised to you. Every day you wake up, it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? And just try to do what you feel is right, you know what I'm saying, in your life. And you should come out, good. That's when I woke up, I was just like, yo, I got to do something. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I just thought to myself, I got to do something. So I did what I always do, I try to organize something, you know what I'm saying? It's just, so, I mean, thank everyone. I would just want to thank before I leave, I just want to thank everyone who has donated and who is going to donate. And like I said, I really don't feel comfortable with any kind of accolades or anything like that. I think Richard would have did the same thing for me, so I'm just doing what I thought he would do for me. So that's about where I'm at on this. And I bid y'all adieu. Y'all have a good night. I got to get up for work early. Good night, Val.
All right, Larry.
All right.
I again thank you for coming on.
No problem.
And we'll talk. Between now Thursday, so I know who gets what, because I got stuff I'm gonna have to ship out as well. I'm gonna need to verify that. Not that somebody would do that, but just to make sure that the right people get the right stuff.
Yeah. No doubt.
All right, Larry.
We can verify that and then get all that stuff out at least, at the latest, next Monday, because I'm going to be ripping and running, with my regular job, and then, the funeral coming up. I'm going to be honest, I may not send anything out until Monday, but
and guys know that, and guys know, guys, let's, we need to have patience,
exactly.
Life, a lot of people need to have patience. So it'll happen. Just guys, it ain't about what you get; it's about what you do in life. And now is the time to do what you can. Help as much as you can, and that should be your only focus.
Exactly. All right, man. Thank you for letting me speak a little bit. Thank you for letting Miss Krumer on your show to speak to the people. To put a voice behind the calls.
Yes.
And everyone, I'll talk to y'all later. All right, peace. Later.
All right, Larry.
Yep. Take care, man.
Good night.
All right, Larry. Catch you later.
All right. And guys, like I said, as you can plainly see on stream, Richard's mother, is basically explaining to us about her son growing up. I want to kind of, if you don't mind, do you have any wacky / funny stories about him that those roll on the floor moments? I know you have to.
Well, the only thing I can tell you about is that he would terrorize his little brother with this certain game where they had Walking Dead, make this sound, and the baby would come screaming to me, "He's scaring me again, Mom, he's scared." Richard would just fall out laughing because he was terrorizing his little brother. So, he just did a bunch of silly things, and I don't know. I'm just extremely tired, and a lot of things are not coming to memory right now. But Richard had quite a sense of humor, and Larry brought it back to my memory. If I was acting out, saying, "Oh, Richard, my son, why don't you want to ever stay home with me?" He'd tell me to stop trolling. I'm like, trolling? Am I trolling?
I'm impressed. You got. I mean, he obviously got you down with the fighting game community internet lingo.
Oh, and James.
Yes.
I just started teaching him how to drive just the other week, and he did so well. He studied the book, so he couldn't study anymore. And once he got behind the wheel, he did excellent. So he was driven about everything. I know that's fun.
No. You know what's? It's funny because you know that him and I was sharing in common because I too was like, I read the book, and people are like, no, you don't read the book, you just go do it. And I'm like, no, you're supposed to read the book. He's always been a straight shooter, like I said. If you're supposed to do A, B, and C, it ain't A, C, and D. It's A, B, and C. That's the way it's got to be done.
Right. He's actually trying to teach me how to do algebra, and I just couldn't get on. I told him I'm just going to get on the short bus because I couldn't.
Well, I would have been sitting behind you on that bus.
But, you know, I did get some understanding, so, you know, I can just say that I have such wonderful memories. It's not fun, they're wonderful. And I can laugh. I can laugh today because my son brought me such joy. And I'm so happy to know that he brought joy to other people's lives as well. And, you know, I just remember him sitting there in his room playing that game. All I hear is click, 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 and with his tongue hanging out. So I'm like, you're playing that damn game again, aren't you? So.
Oh, so he did the Jordan when he played games?
Yes, he did. He did.
Actually, I've been accused of that a couple of times myself. I'm like, no, I don't do that. But yeah, apparently the tongue sticking out thing is a gamer trait that I didn't know of until I started to hear other people do it too.
Yeah.
You know, now let me ask you this. Now, school-wise, what was he going to school for?
Network specialist. He had actually already received his associate's degree back in 2011, and he was getting his bachelor's degree as a network specialist. So, you know, he was just around the corner from getting it, around December. And, so, you know, I'm very proud of him, and I spoke with his professor and some faculty today, and they were just overwhelmed at Richard, that, you know, because he was such a good student, and they just couldn't understand, and their loss was great. So, you know, I become more and more amazed every day as I listen to these great stories about my child, and I'm in awe. I'm in awe, and, you know, I know that he would want me smiling as I am and not unable to communicate the joy that he brought to my life and to that of his family and to that of his friends.
Yeah, I mean, I can say, you know, with utmost confidence, you know, and like I said to you earlier today when we talked, you know, he just emitted goodness. You know, he was the type of person that would walk into a room and, you know, it was, oh wow, you know, here's Richard, well, Wing Zero, you know, and people would flock to him.
Okay.
You know, it wasn't the other way. Now, you know, he wasn't the aggressor either. You know, he wasn't the one that would get shell shocked and starstruck and say, "Oh my God, I got to go." The people came to him. You know, that tells you right there the type of player he was. You know, he was a player that, you know, was always in the top rankings. Mm-hmm. You know, he loyal to his characters. You know, he was die hard whatever he did, just like you said with the book. You know, for the driving, he went 100%.
Right.
You know, and you know, like I said, for me personally, you know, those are qualities that, I don't know. They say it's sometimes it's too late to teach an old dog new tricks, but you know, I'm gonna do my best to try and aspire to be a little bit more like him.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. But I'm sitting here working on this program, and so I'm trying to get everything complete so that I can turn it in tomorrow. You know, these things are not easy, and I have the help of my wonderful cousin, and so we're sitting here putting our hands together so that we can get these final arrangements done, and so that everything will be just right for Saturday.
Well, I mean, like I said, you know, you have my number. I don't care. Cyrus, you're feeding back, by the way.
I am.
Yeah, I don't know. It's got like a weird
I don't.
feedback.
I don't know if that's him or me. I apologize. I was trying not to interrupt.
Nah, Trey, I don't
you
think
all
it,
were conversing.
I don't think it was you. I think it was Cyrus. Just mute your mic a second, Cyrus. Now we'll know.
Okay, give me a second.
Well, James, I think I'm going to get ready to sign off as well.
Okay.
I still have a few things to do this evening, and then I have to rise early so that I can go back out and start working on things again. So, and I do thank everyone. I thought I heard CatCon, so I'm going to thank them as well for their support of Richard and my family. We deeply, deeply appreciate all of you. And I can just say God bless you all. And my love goes to every one of my friends, those I know and those I don't know, whether you're here in Atlanta or if you're somewhere else in the world. I love you and God bless.
Well, God bless you and your family. Like I said, I don't care what it is. If you need me to come down there and cut your grass, I'll do my best to get down there. It's a bit of a hike, but anything I can help you guys out with, don't hesitate at all to call. It's times like this that, maybe the world needs to see a little bit more of people just rallying around certain people that deserve it, that are good in nature. Yes. Webster, you were feeding back, so I had to knock you out. But I'll add you back in a minute. Trey, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So it wasn't you feeding back. And like I said, anything, before you go, anything else you want to get out there to anybody?
Right now, I can't think of anything. Like I say, James, I'm just trying to wrap it up for tonight. I've been up since the crack of dawn.
Yeah.
Been up with the chickens, and it's been an extremely long day. So I'm just hitting pavement, trying to take care of things and work these here issues out. And I'm confident that everything will come together.
Yes, it will. You know what? Like I said, you were blessed. You were blessed with an amazing son. You yourself, obviously, are blessed. Just looking at you, those qualities. I see where he got them from.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And like I said, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Do not hesitate to call me.
Okay.
Even if it's somebody that you just want to yell at, trust me, you wouldn't be the first person that yelled at me.
Well, I have acquired some Southern hospitality since moving here from Connecticut, so I wouldn't yell at you, okay?
Well, I've seen some yelling from Connecticut.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, James. I'm going to sign off. And once again, to everyone that's listening, thank you so much. And I appreciate you all.
All right. God bless you. And, like I said, don't hesitate to call. And, I guess Larry will be keeping you up to date on the donations and everything. And like I said, it's times like this that the FGC needs to focus more on, rather than what characters getting nerfed and buffed, and realize that we're all people, we're all individuals. Mr. Invincible, one of the people that are watching the stream, said, what part of Connecticut did you grow up in?
New Haven.
Oh, it's a hike. That's a hike for me in New York.
Okay, well, Richard was born in New Haven as well. He's only been here since '95, so he's a northern bird as well. And yeah, and because he never lost his accent. He did not sound like a country man. But we're from Connecticut, but I'm the country bumpkin.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with country bumpkins and that gravy that you guys put on those biscuits. That's pretty damn good. When I went down to Atlanta, I think it was one of the conventions for the gaming conventions that I went to, and the first time I had that, I'm like, what is this? And they're like, it's country gravy. I go, I ain't never heard of this before.
Okay.
They said, trust me, you'll like it. And I ate it, and I tried to replicate it, And they were like, no, it's just water, flour, a little pepper. And I'm like, no, that wasn't what it was. I don't know what it was, but you guys are keeping a hold on that recipe, and I want
Okay. Well, I tell you what, when you come down to Georgia, make sure you call me because I'm going to keep in touch, and I'll cook you a real country meal. Cook you something that Richard likes. He loves macaroni and cheese and anything with gravy. I got you.
I will take you up on that. I will be down for final round.
Okay. All right, I'll be looking for you.
All right. With that, I'll let you go because, like I said, I know you got, you need some relaxed time. Obviously, you've been running around all day. And again, God bless you. Any way I can help, you got my number.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good
All right.
night.
Take care.
Have a good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Yeah, good night.
Okay, and we're back. Now I can add Mr. I Deep Throat back into the call, and we got
Hey, James, you want to put the image up of the thing from the beginning?
yes.
Is my mic fine now?
Your mic was feeding back pretty horrendous, but it's okay now.
So it wasn't mine?
Mike will.
I don't know what the music was.
Dance and make her dance.
Dance to make her dance. Dance to make her dance.
That terrible song.
I like that song.
Yeah, guys, donate. You see the link up on the screen there. That's for YouTube purposes also. So, guys on YouTube, you see this, donate, send it. Help out the family to try to bury their son over there.
Hold on, let me find the song a second. Let me pull the song up.
No, don't put it up. I have to cut off that part in the beginning.
No. I said I'm taking the song off, and no, you don't. You don't have to take the song off ever again.
Okay.
I just wanted to say one thing real quick. One thing I did mention earlier when I was on here is that me and Richard Wing Zero, we would talk, message kind of publicly on Facebook about both of our battles with weight. And what really pisses me off is that a lot of people in the FGC would hear about his passing and then just automatically assume it had to do with his weight. And it was the most disgusting thing. I mean, some of the shit they were saying was just super disgusting and just really aggravating, because I know for a fact he went up and beyond trying to lose weight, and I know I surely have, because it's not easy. It's a very frustrating and hard thing to deal with, regardless of how much effort and energy you put into it. And clearly, as you can see, sometimes doing all that you can do, when God calls you, it's your time to go.
A lot of people didn't know over the course of a year, Richard had lost, I think,
100?
about 130 pounds
That's
total.
incredible. That's very cool.
And I had to stay off of the internet for a couple of days because of that, because there was probably going to be nothing stopping me from just going off on people about it, but a few people call me and tell me, this was said and that was said, etc. And today, or actually last night, I was able to get on and I kind of saw some old posts and whatnot. Just people, I guess, concerned, but just speculating, just to be a part of a conversation about someone they didn't really know, but they knew of. But that wasn't necessarily the case with Richard. I'm not sure if his mother touched base on it or whatnot, but
yeah, no,
but
she didn't really totally get into it, and I kind of told her it ain't nobody's business really.
Right. Exactly.
Don't make accusations or throw things out there, or even if you think you're taking an educated guess, it's just leave it as it is. We lost a friend, obviously more of a friend to you guys. You guys hung out on a daily. It was for me, at events. But, either way, guys, just like with his mother, my heart goes out to you guys, to lose a friend, at this age, it sucks. But you know what, there's a saying, only the good die young. And, I know there's a lot of people in this community that are, maybe not God-fearing people, but I firmly believe that he's in a better place for a reason. And that's to be, you know, as close to God, because God only wants the perfect. And he was, you know, basically what I call a perfect man. You know, and that's something that, you know, like I said, I know guys, you know, I know some guys may not be religious. You don't have to be religious to realize that, you know, the loss of a friend is a hard pill to swallow for anybody, including, you know, people like myself who may appear to be the John Gottis and the Dons of the FGC and the loudmouths. You know, this hit me deep. And I know it hit you guys, you know, it cut deep on you guys as well. So, again, like I said, my heart goes out to you guys. I also, I'm going to let you guys talk amongst yourselves. If you guys want to talk, well, first, I'm sorry. Chris, I'm sorry. I forgot I added you in here. What's up, sir?
What's going on, everybody?
What's up, man?
Yeah, first I want to give my condolences to the Warren family for losing one of theirs and also losing one of our own. You know, our prayers are with them. That's the first thing. Second, I don't know if y'all know this. There was some talk about us not having a tournament at YumaCon. There will be a tournament. YumaCon is starting October 31st to November the 3rd, I believe, 2nd or 3rd. And Corn also has a stream now.
Yes, I saw that.
Oh shit! You got a stream now?
Yes, we have a stream.
All right, finally.
As of right now, I think we're gonna do a every Sunday stream, and we're gonna call it Sundays at the Cornfield.
Children in the corn.
So, you know, I want everybody to come out and check us out, some of our players, some of the things we do, and of course, the shit talk, the trolling, will be there as always.
Can't have it any other way. Now, you know what? Adonis sent me the link, but for some reason, when I tried to follow you guys, it wouldn't come up. I have to actually put it in there, so I don't know. I don't think you got flagged already.
Oh,
Not after one day.
Right, first day flag. Oh man, and you know what? If we did, it's Adonis' fault. Just so y'all know, if we did get flagged, it's his fault already.
You know, but yeah, I mean, everybody check out Corn. You know, give him a follow. What's the link on Twitch?
It's that Corn Red. The same as everything else that we use. Dat Corn Red, starting with a D, DATCRN, and then if you don't know how to spell bread, I don't know what to tell you. If you can't spell bread, maybe you shouldn't be playing fighting games. Maybe you need to be getting hooked on phonics.
But you know, like I said, you know, as far as people out in the stream, you know, dig into your wallets. You know, I know times are tough and all. I mean, you've heard his mother now. You know, she's a good woman. You know, and deserves whatever help she can. It's not easy, you know, to bury ones that you love, let alone a mother having to bury their son. You know, so, you know, I want guys to really reach out there and, or should I say, reach in there, reach in those wallets, max those PayPal accounts out, because you know you got fluff in there for free. So max that out and do what you can and try to help out. And like I said, if anybody in the stream was really close with him, and you guys want to talk about some stories about him, you know, feel free to hit me up. I do have, I believe it was Clint was calling me up, and I couldn't take the call at the moment because his mom was talking. So if you guys want to talk amongst yourselves, give me a second to reach out to him to make sure that this contraption that I just finagled is actually going to work.
All right.
I do want to say Richard was really the gatekeeper, in my opinion. This is Beeneeweenees, by the way. What's going on, guys?
What's up, man?
For the Tekken community, because he had the the most solid defense of anybody, probably in the state. That man's D was off the chain. And they say if you could beat Richard, you could beat anybody. That's what they always used to say about him, man.
That's the horrible thing about trying to get into the scene here is because he was so good. For him to be the gatekeeper, we used to call it the ladder of hell. Because just to possibly get through Richard, you're talking about a guy who I sat down with for years, trying to hone his skill. And when I say he dedicated himself to the game and his favorite character, I spoke at the fundraiser. I had to give a little shout out to Gen Master because Gen Master was the self-proclaimed best Nina in the U.S. at the time, and actually was showing that he was. And he really gave Richard something to strive for other than just being solid in the game. It got to a point. It got to a point where we used to watch video and we would see and we would hear Gen Master going ham on people like mouth galore. We talk a lot of stuff here in ATL too, so it was just a matter of time before we can get.
Not more than us.
It's only a matter of time. Yeah, corn rocks too, but I'm pretty sure we laid Adonis down pretty easy during team tournament and final round. But we'll talk about that another time.
Oh nah!
Wow.
Damn.
But yeah, and tell Adonis I said what's up too. Stay free.
Yeah, he deserves that too.
But love Richard, man. We went up and down East Coast and the Midwest together. I have plenty of Richard stories, but Richard was a good guy. If it wasn't for Richard, especially with our friendship, we were able to revitalize a highly potential yet dying scene here in Atlanta. When I met Richard, I was on my uprise playing Marvel and still playing Tekken at the time. And he was just a quiet guy that used to just watch us in the arcade. And he and Big Boy and John, the community knows JTO, those guys were kind of like, they were close-knit as a unit, but they weren't really involved in the tournament portion yet. We got a chance to hang out, meet up at a few friends' houses and train together and things of that nature. And even games that Richard didn't necessarily play, he took a lot of time watching, and he could school and say, hey, it would be more sufficient if you did, et cetera, et cetera. He was just that guy.
He was really good at being able to dissect the game without even he's the kind of guy that could pick up a game in a week and still be whooping folks' ass at it just because he was so solid fundamentally.
Because when I was playing Mortal Kombat and he was looking at me play, he was like, if you use this in this area and your spacing on this area, you might be able to put your opponent in this situation.
It was funny. It was funny because I forgot which Big E tournament it was, and he came into the room, and I watched him just looking at, he just walked around and watched the game, and I watched him, and I watched the way, I liked, one of the things I love about this community is the way people try to break down games and analyze them, and he gets that scientist look when he's looking at a game. Like you could see the wheels turning in his head, and he's going, like you said, well, if you do this with this and this, that'll work. And he basically breaks the game down, and he's breaking games down, and like you said, in a week the game's getting broken down.
Yeah, he had actually, a lot of people didn't even know that he had got a taste of Marvel. He had been playing Marvel for a while. He had been breaking open Dante as a character and stuff like that. He really liked the game. We used to just crack jokes about it because in the past, he used to crap on me like, hey, man, like, you good in this game? Like, you know, Marvel 2. And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty solid in this game. He's like, I can't tell what's going on. Sometimes they're just getting wonky. And I ask him, hey, just sit down and watch and you'll pick it up. And he used to pick it up fairly quick. I just missed his friendship already.
Hey, hold on. I deep throat. You keep feeding back.
As a friend, he took care of me at a time in my life where I was going through a lot of things. I was partially homeless and whatnot, and he took me in for a little bit. And I told him, you know, whatever he needed from then on, you know, I would help him out, would take care of him. And actually, he and I actually started the first East Point house, which was the location that we all used to just train in. The first East Point dojo, that was ours. And he kept that tradition even when I moved away from Atlanta and eventually moved back. And I mean, if we had to set up a family tree, we would pretty much have like EMS on the left side with Larry and his unit of friends. We would have Tekken Elite with JLP, Truf, Clint, and those guys. And then there's myself and Richard. And everybody else falls from there. It's like that one branch of Richard comes like 20 or 30 other people. Just because he was just open to everybody. Just kind to everybody. Interested in helping everybody inside and outside of video games. There's a lot of people in this scene who he was very, very close to outside of video games as well. Helping them with jobs and things of that nature, and helping with their education and things of that nature.
Yeah, me and Richard went to the same college. He actually graduated in the same class of 2011 from Atlanta Technical College.
He just moved.
Richard got his associates. I got my certification in computer and networking.
Yeah, he definitely
pressed on to another field.
He's definitely got that computer guy look. You know. I can't move. Hold on. Apparently, this guy's wondering. He's wondering why he's giving me so much feedback. He says I can't move. All right, I'm gonna add you back, Webster, but you're feeding back. So stop moving. Stay in one spot. Oh, now he's not taking my call. Now you getting Nemo on me, man? Let me get you back in here. So, I mean, yeah, he's, again, guys, do what you can. Help a family that could really use the help. And it's not help in a sense of, please help me. It's help in being a moral background, a backbone for a family that just took a hit, basically. And just do your best to try and, help them out. Get whatever you can out there. Like I said, I got tons of stuff to give away. A lot of it courtesy of 995 Phil from Fight Your Rival. I got full copies of Injustice that you can download. Some season passes. We got a lot of little knickknacks and avatar stuff for Injustice that you can do. A copy of Tekken Tag 2 that, like I told Clint, if the person that gives it out, that gets it, I'm going to send it down to the ATL guys and have them sign it and ship it out from there. Because basically, obviously Tekken Tag was one of his games, so I figure it fitting to give that away. I got some Steam games to give away as well. What do we got here? No, he's not Natish, but that's like on the DL. Okay. But yeah, guys, can you tell us, he obviously looks like a prankster. He definitely looks like a guy that would pull the carpet out from under you just to watch you bust your ass.
Prank on you at the same time.
that was more Big Boy than Richard, but I swear to goodness, man, like, because he was so kind-hearted, like he couldn't really do that without chuckling and darn near laughing his guts out. But yeah,
he'll fall on the floor laughing.
Yeah, he'll fall on the floor. I never forget. Clint came into the apartment. You know, we had this guy Excite Beast, real name Ryan Richardson. Most people know him because he beat him at he beat Daigo. I'm sorry, Punko in Street Fighter in the money match. So if you ever see Excite Beast on YouTube, it's the same guy. But Clint is like kind of heavier now, and he grew up wrestling and stuff like that. So Clint always come in, you have a little drink, beer, and he would come in and strong on somebody. And Excite Beast played basketball, and they used to call him like LeBron James because he was so good. He had size and weight on him. And I actually have the video up on YouTube, but Richard was talking under his breath like he kind of dared Clint to be like, I bet you won't go take Excite Beast sandwich as a joke. And he was like, nah. He was like, you know what? I could take it from him or whatever. Just cracking jokes on him. And I never forget those guys tussling and wrestling all around the room, and Richard just laughing his butt off because Clint always talking about how strong he is and stuff, and he's picking big Excite Beast off the ground, and everybody just chuckling and going crazy and laughing, and Excite Beast kind of wailing away and stuff like that, arms flying in the air, and Clint is like 5'8", maybe 5'9", and Excite Beast is my height. He's like 6 feet, at least 5'10", 5'11". I'm 6 feet. It just was funny to see him, you know, kind of flailing away like that, and uncharacteristic of Richard to even have a thought like that and bring it out to the table. But he was a prankster, man. He had his own, but he would only do that with people that he really knew, because he never wanted to say or do anything to kind of push anybody away from him. He was really thoughtful in that sense. Like, he would never try to say anything or be too abrasive with people. Most people don't stop and think before they speak. Richard wasn't one of those guys. Really heartfelt.
Yeah, no, definitely. You know, and like I said, you know, not to get all poetic, but you know, to me, he's like you know, if you're a discoverer and you pass that island, only to come to find out you should have discovered that island a little bit more than you did. You know, we didn't. Our world were not as intertwined. But obviously, him being Soul Calibur and technically being MK, but you know, and like I said, the conversation. We sat outside of the hotel, you know, in Philly, and we talked for like an hour and a half. And I didn't think, I'm waiting for him to go, yo, man, you talk too much, you got a big mouth. No, he kept up the conversation, you know, and a considerate guy, man. I mean, I can't say enough good about him because there is no bad. You know, there was never any bad.
Yeah, I one experience going to NEC. I think it was the year he got second place in Soul Calibur. It's he versus Oofmatic. That was like one of my favorite tournaments, not just because Philly being my original home, but the fact that we were able to go and do what we wanted in regards to enjoying ourselves and spreading knowledge in the game, and also being successful. The ATL clearing the top 8. But I actually got to see him. This man was giving away strategy as the tournament's going on. He's giving away strategy to people he was potentially facing. And a lot of people, you know, behind the scenes were like, "Oh, that's dumb. Like, why would you do that?" He was just that type of guy. I mean, and he was so deep in the game. Some people may call it arrogance, but I mean, the guy was just he loved what he was doing. But
he loved the challenge of knowing that his opponent might be able to beat him. That's one thing about Richard that I always respected so much, is that he was not one bit afraid of getting his ass whooped. He welcomed getting his ass whooped. He wanted that to happen. So he would do stuff like that just to challenge himself to see if he could ascend to that next level of challenging himself.
I wish we had more people. I wish we had more people like that, because you see that in the scene now, and a lot of people, they want to keep that type of stuff to themselves, from a strategy they found in the game to a glitch or whatever the case may be. They want to hold on to that as much as possible. I was happy to see that he was getting life in order, and after having a conversation with Marty, Jason L, a few ATL members, he was really taking full strides to.
Chris, you're feeding back.
Hey, Chris, we hear everything going on in the background.
Y'all can hear me?
We can hear your girl too.
We hear everything.
We hear your girl too.
Oh no, that ain't nah.
We hear the girl.
Yeah, that's what y'all heard.
Yes.
Oh, y'all ain't know?
I don't know how you can't figure out what you're trying to say. This shit was pretty clear what you just said. Goddamn, Shin Keeper. Let me tell you, boy.
I was officially single.
I shouldn't even be saying that on a day like this.
What was that, Chris?
I said I'm officially single.
As am I.
Oh man.
So
Chris Carey on the market, y'all.
All those pro hoes.
Chris Carey on the market.
Watch out. Watch out.
Get him, Chris. Get him.
It'll be
I'm chilling though. I'm chilling. I ain't trying to.
Out on the prowl, #1. That'll be the first official video game porn.
Oh God, no. Y'all wrong. Y'all wrong.
But shit, James. I'm finna beat up on Fork in the CVS 2 real quick. Just text me.
All right.
Cause I'm gonna let my friend use the computer, so she gonna be on here, but I'm about to beat his ass. So just text me. You ready?
You got it, man.
Yep.
Did any other FGC spots put up the donation deal for this year? Has any other sites done it?
Yes. Event Hubs put something up, I believe.
Oh, great.
I just lost Trey.
Trey is somewhere.
There we go. Let me add him back in here.
Man, so I was wondering if there's any place else we can hit up, because y'all guys need to definitely throw some loot on this, because this here is serious.
I'm spreading as much as I can right now. I got a lot of guys who's helped retweet it out and let people know, like TYM and Arturo tweeted it out, and MKU, and a lot of guys have put it out there.
I mean, I don't know what it is, man. Hell, I lost my homeboy last Saturday to a heart attack. You know what I mean? That boy was 44. He was actually on the way to my house, man. To go pick up somebody, and he caught a heart attack. And it's crazy, like that right there. And then this happens. I'm just like, what the hell, man? It's like this is like the worst 2 weeks I've had all year, man. Like everybody dropping, and it's crazy. Wow. And I've seen firsthand how much and what like a funeral cost can put on a person, and all this shit, man. Like it's taxing. It's taxing, man. Like
funeral costs will cost you anywhere between like 5 to 20, 25, 30 grand.
The one for our friend Kenneth, if she wouldn't have cremated, was like he lives in Oklahoma too, so it would have cost him. She said like $6,500 to move the body to Oklahoma. That's $6,500 plus insurance.
Dang. Well, just keep in mind, guys. God just protect me. I'm going under the knife on Friday, man. Yo, I'm telling you right now, here's my last will and testament. If God forbid something happens, I want to be cremated. I want to be fucking thrown in the damn ocean. I don't give a crap if it's all you guys just pouring a can of gas on me, but save the money.
I'm gonna cremate you. Then I'm gonna do like you know how they do in like preschool, the fucking sand art. I'm gonna put you in like a bottle, and I'm gonna just carry you around, and then I'm gonna take your face and put it on the bottle.
And then you tell people if you rub it, the genie comes out.
Yeah, and then he'll bless you with like spaghetti and liquor and shit.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean,
it's crazy, man. Like at any time, man. I mean, this is rough for her. I mean, this is rough for his mother. It's rough for his family. And Shin Blanka has done everything he could. I'm glad he did. I mean, that was one of his homies.
Shin is
Yeah.
like I
ATL's
said, one of
that boy.
ATL
Yeah,
scene.
ATL's
ATL scene knows. You know what?
Yeah.
In New York, I'm the Godfather. Down there, he's the
That's all
Godfather.
Shin right there. And that's also a big shout out too, because during that cast for the Capcom tournament deal, a lot of the ATL guys was in a room that was streaming it, and they talked about Wing Zero, and they also posted. So shout out to Roach King, Too Much Damage, and all of them that was in that stream that night. I mean, they spent all night posting and getting donations and stuff. So big shout out to them, and that's when I heard, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't know he passed. And then Roach King was like, he got hit the hardest, I think. I mean, he was really distraught, on Skype and all that. So that's that boy though. I'm glad.
I mean, Wuzzle, if you're gonna roll up my remains and smoke them, you're gonna get fucked up, dude. I don't know what kind of chemicals are left in my body. That should be lingering on. You're gonna have a high like you never had in your life if you smoke my remains.
I just hope that with the tournament and everything that goes on, that they can reach their goal and handle this appropriately, because it is hard. It is ridiculously hard, and I don't know what I would do if suddenly hit with my son dying and I gotta all this rolls in at once. It's crazy.
She's just, you know what, same thing, just like him. You could see that the fruit don't fall far from the tree. You could see she's a very strong woman.
Yes.
But even though she's a very strong woman, let's all be real. Just being strong, isn't the answer.
Man.
Help who you can.
Yeah, please do. If y'all can give money to cats who already got fucking money, y'all can do this here.
Word.
Just straight up. I mean, I can't put it no more clear. I can't put it
I'm
more.
gonna say it like this.
Do it.
You guys raised $1,500 in like 30 minutes for Dominion to go play. That's to go play a game. We're talking about real life. We're talking about we're talking about real life stuff here. A woman's trying to bury her son who.
And this via PayPal. You can put any amount of money. It can be $5, $10. If you just got $3 just sitting around, you like, I don't know what to spend $3 on. Send that. It's tax free. You can just send it via PayPal, tax free, son. Just send it and go, hey, I'm very sorry. Something. I know the tournament raised what was it, close to 17? It was like close to 15.
Yeah. It was close to 17. I do want to thank everybody who did come out, because when I got the call that Thursday morning, and I started to call our closest friend, Carmela Perez actually had the idea to host the tournament, and she contacted myself, and I got in contact with Larry because we are the tournament organizers down here. She figured we would know how to try to get one up and running, and Larry was diligent enough to take a day off from work to get it done and get it out there as fast as humanly possible.
And that was really good for a sudden tournament. That was really good for like a sudden venue. Shin brought that up like the same week.
Yeah,
literally. Y'all had it up and done. Yeah, 2 days. Y'all had it up, done, and gone.
Yeah, it was barely 24 hours. We found out about it that Thursday. We contacted everybody, and that Friday, myself, Carmela, and Larry just hit the ground running. Larry was able to find a location within the first 3 hours. And we were able to get everything posted up and whatnot. And those people who could come, they came. I also don't want people to feel bad for not being able to come or not being able to give at that time. I mean, this wasn't planned. Nobody knew he was leaving. We were just trying to do any and everything we could to help his mother out.
That's what's up.
As soon as humanly possible.
She's not.
Like, when you had called me, I was like in the middle of playing somebody. I was like, whoa, I can't play no more. I was like, wow, man, that trying to hit me so hard.
Well, I haven't really, like his mother, I haven't really been able to really sit down and put a lot of thought into it, because I mean, I had to hold back tears all day at work.
Dude, I feel you on that.
And I had to, like I stated before, I had to just stay off the internet People posting pictures and videos and things of that nature. And it just started to take me back a little faster than I really wanted to go. Not because I didn't want to remember him, but people have to understand it was like only a couple of days ago that we were conversing about me taking him out, teaching him how to drive his brand new car.
I seen the pic actually of his car too.
Yeah, and you know he was uber happy. I mean, like I was to be driving again. You know we were making plans. It was hey Iceman, I'm about to hit the ground running. I was like, you know, getting back into playing and things of that nature. He had been playing, but he was focused on school. He wasn't doing a lot of traveling and whatnot. He tried to do so with Soul Calibur 5. It was just sometimes certain tournaments just conflicted with the schedule. But the fact that he was, you know, trying to get his grown man on, he was trying to make sure, you know, life was going to be set for himself, you know, later on down the line. I respected that even more than just him being a player.
You know, one of the things that, like I said, and I've been saying this on my show for how many months, guys, you know, that's what I'm talking about. He stepped up to the plate and got his reel on, you know, and we all love games, but, you know, some people get so engulfed in the whole gaming thing. I mean, motherfuckers thinking they're part of the game, you know, or they think they're developers, or, you know, they think they're this and that. It's a game. This is life, you know. You know, I know everybody wants esports and this and that and all the other cool little things, but reality is this. This is the passing of a friend to the whole ATL guys, a passing of a friend to many people that hit the tournament scene. Let's now all be a little bit more adult, including myself. You know, I mean, I'm still going to come up with my wacky pop-offs and dressing tranny and whatnot and doing my wacky things, but, you know, there's a level of realism here. You know, I'm 43. I believe I'm the oldest cat in the FGC, I think. I know.
Yeah, I think we established that already. You were.
I think.
Yeah, you are. There's no one else like. Yeah, you are. You are 43.
I got the crow's feet to prove it and the gray hair. But you know, I want people to aspire to be more like Richard. You know, get a focus on that. You know, and you know, you're not going to be a millionaire playing games, not in the next 35, 40 years. So, you know, most of you guys in your 20s are going to be 65 when all of a sudden esports gets a couple of dollars to throw around. He's that person that realizes it and says, you know what, I got to do what's right, not what I want. 43, Woozle. 44 or 43, I don't remember.
Yeah, on that note, like, me and Richard was already kind of collaborating on creating a business together about computer repair and stuff like that.
Well, let me know. I mean, like I said, you know, and I've said this on my show numerous times. If I can help you guys out in any way, shape, or form, you know, just let me know what you're looking to do. And, you know, I got all my Microsoft certs, my Cisco certs. You know, I'm certified on every piece of telephone equipment you can imagine, which, by the way, every business needs a phone. So, you know, if you guys get down with the telecom stuff, and it's now all voice over IP, you know, it's something that, you know, can put money in your pocket. You know, and ATL, you know, that area, I've been down there a few times. Love my titty bars in Buckhead. But you know, you know, it's a growing scene that down there, it's needed. You know, New York, it's a little bit harder because it's oversaturated, but, you know, do what you can, you know, and like I said, any way I can help you guys out, you know, you've got my number. Do not hesitate to call me. You know?
I did want to say while I was here for individuals who may have wanted to come down, his mother did work out the ability to have a weekend funeral. It's kind of early, so it's kind of just like going to a tournament to a certain extent. It's Saturday at 11 a.m.
Who's cooking?
I am cooking. I'm at work. I'm a sous chef, so you.
Are you a sous chef? Did you get?
Yes, sir.
You do the whole culinary degree or what?
Yeah, real life.
Okay.
I actually did. Believe it or not, before I was a gamer, well, I've always been a gamer, but when I first hit that reality road, I went to school. I did my 4 years at Johnson and Wales. I'm actually a sous chef.
All
But
right.
I don't use it. It's one of those degrees. But at least you know this. To any of the ladies in the chat, which obviously ain't going to be that many, if you want to get a good home cooked meal from a New Yorker, you know, I got
Go to the
that
Chinese
covered.
store.
Go to the Chinese.
If you want fresh cat and pigeon,
That's high in MSG. Don't go to the Chinese.
what's your specialties, by the way?
Oh, but believe it or not, my specialty, I love Japanese food. I don't even cook Southern really heavily.
No.
2004, I was able to go and visit Onitsuka, and I love Japanese food, man. I like to eat right. Believe it or not, I try to stay away from fast foods as much as humanly possible. But I've worked for Bon Appetit for about 3.5 years, and I also work an additional job at a bar and grill. And I'm trying to get them to change their ways a little bit here, because everything at a bar and grill is like a snack food, side food, stuff like
Chicken
that. But they have a restaurant portion here, and they actually dedicate a lot of time and effort to the restaurant portion. They even have a separate area for you to sit down and eat dinner and things of that nature here. So I'm able to kind of implement different menu items and stuff here as well. I'm not as high on tofu and things of that nature, but I do like to preach eating healthy.
So I'm gonna have to money match you.
Nigga, you gonna lose. He working right now.
We're gonna have to money match. What we're gonna have to do
Losing.
is we're gonna have to. Now you say you ain't big Southern cooker, right?
No, I mean I can, but I don't. Like when we have the reception this Saturday, Carmela will be cooking and whatnot. I will be cooking as well. I wish she could have came down, because we definitely could have did one. But you know, you say you might be down for flying around, and that is
flying around. I'm definitely flying around. I'm definitely down. I missed the last two, but at least I was getting some then, so I can't argue. It was a worthy miss. But you know, I will go Southern, and you go Northern.
Oh, that's.
All right. Now I guess.
Are you sure you want to do that?
I'm already saying. I'm going with a gumbo.
James. He at work right now.
Try a gumbo?
James.
I ain't gonna try a gumbo. I'm gonna make the South say, "Damn, get that guy down here."
Yo, James, he at work right now doing this shit, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, he right now at work doing this. Like, he is still in the game.
Listen, I'm gonna start. Now I can't do no catfish or nothing like that. But
here it comes.
But I'll hit you up. I will hit you up with we'll say a nice gumbo. And what else do we? What else? What other? I still gotta learn that goddamn fucking white gravy, man.
Maybe to go with it.
Nah, how about a lobster bisque on the side? With some Cajun spice in it.
Okay.
I can mix that up, man. The South likes to mix their stuff up, man.
I'm gonna make them throw in the towel early. See, I'm gonna. How about your fans? How about your fans can choose what they would like for me to make?
You're right. You know what? Let's do this. Let's let the fans pick. Let the fans pick both what we gotta cook.
Yeah.
Nah, you know what? I got this because as a former seafood chef, I could probably give him something easy that he should be able to cook right now, since he's doing like the Asian infusion shit. For real, seriously. I mean, easy. Yeah, he can easily get this where he's at. I know he can. If he's ATL, I know he can get it, because he can just go to the market down there in Atlanta. You can get. Yeah. You can do.
My trucks, we only get from farming within a 150 mile radius.
All right.
So yeah.
I respect that.
So name red meat, fish, or poultry. Name one, and I'll give you a dish. And it should be easy for you, because you're.
I'd rather go poultry myself. But then again, the people on the scene, the people on the scene don't really eat healthy, so.
Yeah.
Braid. Then you can easily make a braised herb chicken with a coconut sauce with heavy cream, not half and half, and a side of peanut rice. Bam, done right there. That shit'll kill it right there. It's hard as hell because if you undercook the chicken, because if you don't marinate the chicken correctly, it's just going to be a nasty ass hunk of poultry that everything slides off of when you cook it. So you're going to definitely like. So you'll have to like cut the chicken. Oh yeah. I mean, I went for seafood. So like in New York and like in New York, Jersey, and Philly,
No, I got tickets.
like seafood was hard to come by. So I was like, I'm gonna take that class, and I went there for a year, and that was it.
Won't take long.
That shit was hard, yo.
I say no. You know what I say? I say, like you said, we're gonna let the fans of the show choose as we get closer to the final round, because we don't want to give each other too much time. We don't want to have 6 months in between. You know, we don't want 6 months in between for you to go cracking through some recipe book.
You sure you don't want a couple more months just to kind of fine tune? Because
listen, I cook for myself.
I'm even interested in doing this live. I mean, you could do this at my kitchen.
Who's gonna be the OBS Killer Chef 2013?
OBS Killer Chef.
OBS Killer Chef, son.
So OBS,
Killer
FGC,
Chef. Killer Chef, man.
Iron Chef style.
Hell yeah!
I can definitely do it in my kitchen.
And you know what? I say we do this. I say we put this out there, and then we try to get maybe 1 or 2 more guys that think they got some culinary skills. Turn this into an event.
Oh, yeah. I got culinary skills. I think I got culinary skills.
Ordering at the drive-thru don't count.
Hey, I will cook your ass under the table. I'll make your shit look like Sam's Choice, nigga. Get out of here.
What's wrong with Sam's Choice, man?
Exactly. Sometimes it's not the right choice.
You know what the worst part about going to like Sam, you'd be like, the worst thing you can buy from there is what?
Oh, I know, because I did it. Vegetables, canned vegetables.
Hell's no.
That's like the worst shit ever.
Motherfucking cereal.
Oh, cereal is good.
Cereal is the worst shit you can. I love cereal. But
cereal
you can't buy
cereal.
Sam's Choice is 98% rat shit and 3 fucking little nuggets of fucking marshmallow. It's like you get that cereal, and there ain't a motherfucker in this chat right now that don't know what I'm talking about. How many times have you pulled out? No. How many people have bought the cereal from there, poured their ass a bowl of cereal, started chowing down, and all of a sudden got that extra crunchy one, even though the fucking cereal been soaking for like 10 minutes, and you're like, yo, that don't feel like a fucking cornflake, man.
I'm gonna tell you what surprised us from Walmart that we got. I think we got like one time we got some. I think it was like steak or something. That shit was that was some damn good steak from Walmart, yo. And Walmart steak was hit, yo. For real, that shit was good, yo.
I only get my meat from the butcher, believe it or not. I won't go.
Please go to the butcher or the farmer's market.
Yeah,
please.
I got a German butcher, man, and he'll make anything. Now, y'all Southerners, you like that rabbit, right?
That's the Podge twins, that fried rabbit.
I'll be honest, I never cooked rabbit. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Rabbit's easy.
I've never even tried it, but I'd be up for it maybe. I won't eat it.
Easy, yo.
And as far as the Japanese food, I got to admit it, guys. The only way I'm eating Japanese food is if I'm with a Japanese girl.
So never, okay.
No, that's not true, but...
Hey, Japanese chicks don't count. Just because you put that bitch in the Komodo does not make her Japanese. You already know this. Stop playing.
All right.
Hey,
trust me.
Straight Cambodian. Cambodian.
Hey. You sounding a little bit racist right now.
I am not. New York, Cambodians, straight up.
Cambodians in New York?
Yeah, Soho. Man, Soho is strong. Soho has a strong Cambodian community, son. East Manhattan is where all the Japanese cats sit at because all them clubs is like hype as hell in Manhattan.
I'm over in K-Town with Maxter, fucking doing the karaoke.
So it's gonna be you and Maxter.
Me, Max, and a couple other cats. We usually go to K-Town, man. We go to K-Town. My boy works the door. We fucking drink. So, any cats come to New York and want to go get ripped, I mean, I'm drinking tonight. I know I said I quit, but being that I'm going for surgery on Friday, I said, fuck it. I got one day. I got one day to drink.
What are you going to surgery for? You get that sex change or what?
Yes, I'm getting a sex change.
That's
I ripped my abdominal muscles. I got a hole in my stomach, and I also got a hernia.
Damn.
Yeah.
How do you rip your entire upper half, nigga? Like,
I don't know, dude.
Lifting
that's like a bag. Yo, that's like a bag.
Lifting up. I was just gonna say, lifting up those big chicks.
Like a bad car wreck. Your whole front end is just done.
Yo, they gotta put a wire mesh thing in me.
Oh my god, like the RoboCop.
It's gonna be but I'm gonna be Black RoboCop because that motherfucker looks off the hook.
RoboCop, son.
The new RoboCop trailer, I'm like, yo, he looks off the hook.
No,
I see some people dissing that trailer. Yo,
Whatever.
I'm actually interested in seeing that.
What, the RoboCop? Hell yeah. No, I think it's gonna be good, man.
I think it's gonna be good too.
I think it's gonna be good. I think they took their time. No, James doesn't like Japanese food. I didn't say nothing about the women kung fu puppet master. The women are
there's good Japanese dishes that you probably will eat, like chicken katsu. You can eat all day. That ain't nothing but just like fried chicken, rice, a little bit of egg, salt, pepper, and soy sauce. That's it.
Believe it or not, I don't eat chicken.
Oh.
Really? Oh, I'm white.
That's good stuff, yo.
I'm white, man.
Like for real.
Actually, the only reason I don't eat chicken is because I got salmonella once, and it like, just wrecked it for me. Ever since then, I could never. Even though you could blame the fucking cook till you're blue in the face, but that moment of throwing up and dry heaving for about 6 hours. Said no, I ain't eating shit no more. And I've never eaten a chicken since what? I was about 14, so that's like 30 years ago.
Wow.
And guys be like, yo, just eat the wings, man. They're not bad. I'm like, nah, man. I smell it. You know, like when you're drinking alcohol too much, and then you smell it, and then all of a sudden you're like,
smell it, yeah.
And then you're like, oh, I can't drink that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Chicken did that to me, man.
Chicken. That motherfucking chicken.
Damn,
like chicken. Family Guy, son. It's like Family Guy. Don't you do it, chicken.
Yeah, I had this mango puree I was interested in trying with you.
I hate making fruit purees.
No, but the mango puree, I've actually had a mango puree, and it was actually really kick-ass. Yeah, you gotta come up to New York, man. We got those fucking kick-ass restaurants. We got Iron Chef up here now.
You know what's hot though? Like, you know what's hot for real though? Over there where Big E's at, Philly, man. Because you got Lebec Finn and you got Miramoto's, the actual Iron Chef dude. That's where his restaurant at. That shit is good.
He's got one in New York now on 10th.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he's there more because
Yeah.
Gotta love New York.
Dude, that shit is so good, yo. It's expensive, but good.
Yeah, well, damn, dude. Can you at least raise chickens inside?
Nope. There's no such thing as chickens being raised inside anywhere. Never.
Oh god.
You show me a farm. You show me an old school farm that's not a factory with fucking indoor chickens, and I'm gonna call you a liar.
I will say this. When I was out, and I think I mentioned it like early on in the episode, when I was homeless for a while, fucking a year, I was living out of my car, and what I used to do is I would go to, I don't know if you guys down south got them. I know Truth knows about them. The Western Beefs. Yo, I was going to these Western. Now, there's grade A meat for a reason. You know why?
Because it's from real people.
No, because it's grade B, all the way down to D.
Yes, that's that.
And when you're a broke ass motherfucker, you buy what you can afford.
Like, yo, how come that steak got bones going up and down, but not side to side? Fuck it, I'm gonna cook it.
I turned around. I bought regular ground beef, and it was grade B, D, C, E, whatever. It wasn't A.
That shit was cookable though.
It was cookable. Yo, I was finding motherfucking chicken bones and shit in there. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm picking shit at it. I'm like, but you know what? When you're fucking homeless and you're starving like a motherfucker, you do what you got to do to survive. So I made poor man's hamburger helper and shit. I would fucking, I would use the macaroni and cheese, mix that in there, but being that I didn't have water, I used the fat from the fucking meat when I cooked it.
That was the
to
worst
actually cook the
macaroni ever.
pasta. Yo,
That was the worst macaroni ever.
and then
How
I
the
used to
fuck
go. I
macaroni
used to go
is
into
that?
fucking McDonald's to steal ketchup so I had condiments.
Can't do that shit now. They keep it behind the counter. You gotta ask the motherfuckers for ketchup and shit. Like, yo, can I get 8 more of those?
Yo, they're nasty up here now. They're like, yeah, what do you want? Sauce? You're like, yeah, let me get a zesty sauce at like a Burger King or whatever. They're like, here's one. I'm like, wait, I ordered fucking 9 orders of onion rings. Oh, we have to charge you more. I'm like, no.
Who eats 9 orders of onion rings?
I'm just
Damn,
saying.
son.
I'm just saying in general. You know,
You can say shit.
I can't eat 9 orders.
Like,
of onion
yo,
rings.
I need 1 packet for every ring. So that's like 45 packets, dude. What the fuck you trying to do? Mix some spaghetti? Maybe.
So now, I mean, are you guys, you ATL guys, you hitting up any events anytime soon?
Well, my mission is to go to Filthy Cup for Tekken. That is the mission. I can't speak on behalf of everybody else because they just came back from TFC. Right now, I've been dealing with going to things locally, Tennessee, Alabama, South, and North Carolina. I'm a father now. And my daughter just turned 3, so she requires a lot of my attention. But normally I get to take her out with me and everything. But Filthy Cup is possibly my next tournament. And if I can't make it to Filthy Cup, I will be at NEC and a couple of Alabama's local tournaments and whatnot. I was waiting on Adonis to get in contact with a brother on Facebook. He went missing for a minute because I know it was something big that he was plotting, so to speak. I haven't heard from him in a minute, but we haven't been to the D before.
Yeah, I think I'm hitting you, McCon.
Yeah, you might want to have a guide to go with you.
Man, I'm Eminem. I don't need no guide. I don't need no guide. I'm
That
Eminem.
tournament going to be Kumati.
You might need a friend to show you around. You know, you
Nah,
might not
I
wanna...
want to go into the dirtiest, grimiest, dingiest parts and walk around going, white boy here, and see what happens.
Oh no! Oh no! No!
I know our NOS community is talking about going to NEC.
Man, for real, you gonna come off the plane and catch a bottle.
Oh.
But no, I'm doing NEC because I missed the Fall Classic this year because of a wedding, but.
Oh, for real though, yeah, that's gonna be just man. NEC is gonna be ridiculous. He already has the arcade cabinets up for this time around for the NEC. Well, awesome, crazy.
Yeah, I saw the pictures of that. Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. He has some. It's gonna be good.
Don't give me the old school arcade feel. I swear to God, I'm putting my quarter up and I'm thrashing anybody stepping up.
Well, I'm not drinking at tournaments no more, and I am playing Street Fighter 4 for the first time.
Good man.
Out of the MK universe to go invade, like NWO, OBS will be invading the Street Fighter 4 world. Hopefully, when's Ultra dropping?
Sometime next year for no reason.
For no reason.
For no reason. He said for no reason.
Well, wait, it's going to have new attributes.
I don't care.
It's going to have new it's going to be buffed and nerfed, man.
No, can't do it. Can't do it.
Kind of like.
It's just going to switch around the tier list a little bit. Dan's still going to be at the bottom of it.
Ryu will be number 2 and Ken will be number 1.
I think I'll invest in Injustice. I heard Black Adam's pretty good in this one now.
You're a fucking wise ass.
Hey, what's up, James?
What's up? Jovan, I'm sorry, man. I hear you all quiet over there.
Yeah. I'm coming down. I actually recovering from a cold.
And what say you today on this lovely Tuesday evening of drama-free, actually, which is kind of weird for this show.
Today was the day your favorite DC heroes got nerfed to near oblivion.
Let me
For
tell you.
NRS, it was Tuesday.
I actually like the Injustice patch. I know Perfect
like it
Legend.
too.
Yeah, Perfect Legend on his Twitter, he said it was like Street Fighter Cross Tekken 2012 going to 2013. That's how he described it. Like he actually yeah, I know Junior didn't like it.
Yeah, well,
I'm done.
Junior, Rico, I love them like my kids, but
Rico,
grow the fuck up.
Rico uses Aquaman, so he shouldn't trip. Shit, I mean, he's good. He's still good.
I know. Yeah, I know. Black Adam players must be crying in their sleep.
Sleep. They wide awake.
And then He has nothing. He can't dash in. He can't back dash. It's like, oh, okay, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
I say Doomsday is pretty relatively untouched. Yay me.
Like, yeah, I'm
They gave him
yeah,
more armor on his
I'm a,
dash.
Yeah, that's about it.
yeah, I'm a Nightwing player. I'm glad they didn't do anything to him, really.
They didn't really touch Nightwing. Nightwing was pretty. Wonder Woman was okay too. She didn't
Yeah,
get.
like Nightwing, Hawkgirl. Yeah, they barely touched Hawkgirl too. Like, ain't doing nothing.
Man, they done messed up and gave Hawkgirl a dangerous weapon, bruh.
Yeah, yo, everyone is sleeping. Everyone's sleeping.
They done fucked up.
Everybody's
They done fucked up.
Everybody's sleeping on Hawkgirl.
I'm gonna do the Bill Duke. You know you done fucked up, right? You done fucked up, right? Cause now it tracks.
You know, I hear Junior talking. He wants to play KI Marvez.